Hello guys, how you doing? It's Wally. Welcome back to Hypercraft, and yeah, so Merry Christmas to you, belatedly. Sorry for the lack of videos over the Christmas period. I should have said before I went away, but every Christmas go and me and the family go and spend it at my mother-in-law's, which is hundreds of miles to the south. Um, and my parents live in the vague vicinity of there, so we go down there and spend a week, visit all the people we know in that area. Well, not all the people, but it feels that way. So yeah, unfortunately, I've not been able to record. But yeah, we're back, and first off, let's see. I think I've showed this already. Slipgator slipped onto the server and gave me some redstone. I'm sure I've shown you that already. After the last episode, well, I decided that I was going to go and get wither skulls to show you guys that, yeah, I do know I can defeat the wither. It's a thing. I used to do it in single player semi-regularly, and yeah, well, semi-regularly. I had about 4 or 5 beacons. So, yeah, unfortunately, I got as far as 2 wither skulls and then got pushed off the farm. So I fell into lava, lost everything, lost my diamond gear. False Symmetry was online at the time, and she's amazing. She got me a wither skull. She was going to get me 3, but the same thing happened to her. She was clever enough to store the wither skull that she'd already got in a chest. But yeah, so thank you very, very much, False Symmetry. And also, I got a gift from Lapis Laurie, who gave me some kit. Let's just go up here. She gave me a Looting 3 sword, which I have put in this item frame. I've not actually used it, but I'm really, really, really thankful for the gesture. It's an awesome gesture. If you ever need this back, Laurie, then you come and take it. But thank you so much for that. She also gave me some. I think a diamond was in the chest, and no, yeah, maybe. And feather falling 4-chain boots, which is awesome. And Ruby gave us a diamond for Christmas and some gold and lapis and whatnot, which was nice. So I'm feeling quite the Scrooge, having not given gifts out myself, but I don't really have the resources. Talking of resources, so Lone Wolf let me have the Nether Star, even though from the wither that he killed for me, even though I said he could have it. And I went speed mining to get diamonds. Here's some of them that I've been that are left over from what I've already mined, and I've been re-equipping. So let's have a look at what we've got. I have a sharpness 5 sword, but that's not going to be my main sword. I have the quickening, sharpness 5, looting 3, unbreaking 3. Old movie reference, not that old, but I also have the Workman, which is an efficiency 5 pick. Now the reason I've got this instead of using my super pick is because I can repair this a lot easier than the super pick. It's a lot cheaper. I can actually just put a fresh diamond pick in there into an anvil with it and repair it. So that's great. Let's drop off some of these potions. I also have a full set of diamond armor. We have the Clodhoppers, Feather Falling 4, Protection 4 and Breaking 3. Awesome. The Anti-Fart Trousers, because they're Blast Protection 4 on Breaking 3. The Protector, Protection 4 on Breaking 3. And the 35, Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, Aqua Affinity 1, and 35, because that's how many levels it cost me to name it, and I was feeling unimaginative. I also have a bow, which I've not named, which is simply Power 5. So we are re-equipped. I have spent a good couple of hours trying to get wither skulls, and have not managed to collect a single one. So the quickening, not really lucky so far, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to get back to the whole wither thing. But I have not got the time at the moment to continue trying to get more and more wither skulls. So yeah, that is the state of play for me. Now I need to think about what I'm gonna do. Now I have been playing with the idea I mentioned previously of a chunk loader. Now I didn't release a video on it, mainly because after my death at the hands of that wither, I got a bit rage quitty, and I basically kind of did some work on this while I was having a sulk. But also, this doesn't work. Now, it doesn't work in the way I need it to work. So what I'll do is I'll quickly explain what we've got here, and then I'll get on to some other things. So we have a nether portal, and it's down here so that I'm not going to get cross-linking with my nether portal, main nether portal to the base. But we have this nether portal and this timer, hopper timer, which at the moment I think is set to go, yeah, really quickly. But I've been playing with the timing a lot. It's disabled now. It needs a bit of redstone there. I haven't got any on me, but never mind. But what it does is it fires items out of this dropper into the nether portal. Now, the way I understand the mechanics is if you fire an item into a nether portal from here, it should keep this chunk loaded for a minute. And loaded sufficiently to process things like furnace or even dropping items and random block updates, and well, I'm not sure about random block updates, but all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it doesn't work. So if we just hop through here, there we go. I've got a similar partner portal down at the bottom of the nether, and although I've torn it down, I even tried setting a clock up on this side with a dropper to fire items back, and it was firing items. Oh, I've taken all the items out, but items were dropping into those hoppers, and it was kind of weird. Basically, if I'm on the server on my own, it just doesn't work, full stop. Now, if other people are on the server, then basically what happens is if I enter the nether and there are people in the overworld, then it doesn't work. But if I throw an item into the portal, then it all starts working and items start appearing from the overworld. And I did timing tests with the furnaces, and it actually loaded a surprisingly large area on the overworld side. I'd not even mapped out how big that is. It's several chunks across, and it worked really nicely, but it required players to be in the overworld somewhere in order to work. So yeah, it really confused me. I thought it would be a lot simpler than it turned out to be, but yeah, so that's the chunk loader I've been talking about, but it doesn't work. So yeah, not sure. We'll have to figure something else out to do. So yeah, let's have a think about what we're going to do this episode, and I will skip this ladder trip upwards. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. And hopefully get on to. But the first thing that is going to require is a snow farm. And I forgot to mention I have this diamond on a stick, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. Oh, gee. Years. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the speed mining that I've been doing is out that way. So that's where the beacon is. That's why it's not around the base. So yeah, let's. We're gonna need a. So we're gonna need a snow farm, which is. Eh? Oh, it's just empty space under there. Oh, joy. Donk. So we're gonna need to build a snowman, which is gonna need some of that. Let's put this back and grab a couple more. Pop. Pop. Beautiful. Snow farms are not difficult, really. Oh, there's something else I've done that I should show you. If you remember the automated hydroponics, I wanted a way to get bone meal up to the dispensers, and I've made it. So what we've got here is let's see if we can rip this out. Couple of pistons here that are triggered. So pressure plate, redstone, torch to invert the signal, so the pistons are up by default. Goes through a repeater into a block. There's a dot of redstone over there, so that means the pistons go up and down in this like that. Just a moment. And so what you do is you stand here, you chuck some bone meal in, and wait for, hey, oh, there you go, and it slides along to the end, and then rises up through the glass, which is why the pistons activate in that way. And if we go through here, what it happens is it comes up here, rides this packed ice, and goes into either this hopper, or this hopper, or this hopper, or this hopper, until the whole system is full. So there you go on that. So anyway, the reason that comes to mind is I think we'll build our ice farm down here somewhere. Let's see. It's not going to be big, so let's put it in this area over here. So what I'll do is I will clear out some area. Snow farms are pretty simple. You basically want an area for a snowman to stand, and you use pistons to kind of push him through a corner. So he stood there, but he's going to put snow down, say here. We're going to see if snow can form on a hopper. So let's do that, and we're going to want a piston here, piston there, and then we're going to want to power it somehow. Let's see. Redstone would be nice, and we just happen to have some very close by. Haha! Beautiful. And yeah, so we'll put a dot of redstone there, and come on, bit of block lag today. I don't know what that's all about. We shall grab that and that, make some of that. Boom. That there. And did I? There we go. Hello? Oh, well, that was silly of me, wasn't it? Yeah, beautiful. So we do that. Let's fill that in. Beautiful. Okay, so pick up some of that stone, make some brick. Boom, and like that. And let's put our... Come on. No. No. Do that. And that. And that. So Mr. Snowman is in there. No. Okay, so there you go. That's what should happen. And then you can do that and it all is good. What can I do? Right, let me have a think about this and sort something out to collect this snow. Now there's an interesting thing. I thought soul sand. It's not a full block. I wondered if snow would form on it, which it does. So theoretically, the hopper should be able to suck through it. But it seems the snow sits on top of the snow. So it won't go through. That's a shame. I did try the idea of putting a hopper minecart under so it would pull through the block. But it doesn't behave very well. And, well, I think I know why now. Because it's... It picks up some of them, but it'll only pick stuff up from the middle of the block. So it may or may not have anything to do with the fact that it appears the snow sits on top of the snow. Okay. I'll continue having a think about it. Yeah, back in a mo. Okay, I've had an idea. And I'd kind of like this to be on camera as I do it, if it works out. So we've got a hopper here. And what we're going to do... Firstly, let's see if I can do this without an additional piston. Put a block there. And let's do that. Take a hopper minecart. Bung it on there and see... Ha ha ha! Now the question is... Well, I think that should work, actually. So if we put that... Well, let's do that. And we do that. Can we access... Item... Is that the minecart? It must be. Come on, pick the stuff up. It's in the block above you. 14. Still not picking everything up, is it? Not quite sure why that would be. Can we put more... Can we put more of these guys in there? Question is... If I take this out... Yeah, it is pulling from the minecart above it. Okay, so what happens if I make more minecarts? say 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop some of this off. Get rid of you. Go away. And turn all of these into hopper minecarts and stick those in there as well. Will that make it any more able to pick the things up? So oh no, because then the minecarts bump each other. So I would have to... Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove that block. I'm going to stick a load of minecarts into the same block, and then push a block down on top of it with a piston. See if that actually gives us what we want. So yeah, give us a moment. Okay, the way to do this is actually to put, because if I tried to put carts in from the top and they just sit on top of each other, Pez dispenser style, obviously. So we'll put a rail there, put our cart there. I'm going to end up picking up tons of snowballs, and then what you can do is just about, I think, maybe if we get back a bit, can we... No? Come on. Should be able to grab the hitbox of that rail. Maybe, oh yeah, from underneath. I can just about see it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I can put multiple carts in the same area there. And hopefully... Right, okay, so then what we can do is get away back out of here. Block that up there. Put some water down. Beautiful. That washes away the rail, which means we can put some... Grab some of this. So much snow. By the time I've built this, I'm not going to need a snow farm anymore. And bonk. Right, let's see. Will that work? Mostly from the looks of it. Mostly. That is not too bad. Let's see. How much snow has it left behind? I can cope with it leaving a bit of snow behind. So just over 2 stacks. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook the hopper here up to pump into a chest. Say, let's see, we'll put our chest maybe here. Yep. Anyway, I'll do some of that and I'll come back to you. Okay, so yeah, basically I've done what I've said. Hopper into 2 droppers up to a chest. Put in my pretty standard item elevator. Just need to finish it off by breaking that redstone. Can put a block there, and then in order to make that a dot, block there, and that means it will continue to work properly, or should do. I think it... There we go. It needs to be not in subtract mode. There we go. Awesome. Right. So that is all fine and dandy. Let's do that. And cover that up. And yeah, I still need to figure out a decorative scheme for this area. I'll need to put some transparent blocks in there. But yeah, now I can grab, I'm going to use iron spades because it's less of a waste. I can do this. Go ham. And next. I don't think you can do the real, like the super speed. There used to be a way of making this go even faster, but whatever. Whatevs. I might put half slabs around this area here just to stop them bouncing out of that square completely. Boom. And last of all, so, yes. How are you? Good, good. Looking forward to New Year. In fact, actually, thinking about it, New Year's is tomorrow, so I probably won't release this on New Year's Eve. I guess this is going to be a January the 1st release. So, Happy New Year! Right, so we can now pop all of that back in there, and I can convert that to snow blocks at my leisure. Now, I do have a need for snow blocks because I want to build some stuff. So let's just grab a few of these and convert them. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, I'll have a chat about what the plan is. In fact, no, let's just go. But I want to build something out here. And I'm thinking that what I'm going to build is a town. Now, that's the idea. Slightly ambitious, but I'm thinking of a kind of a medieval town, but it's not, it's going to be something in the nature of a faux town, like a false, it's not really going to be a functioning town. It may function as a village, you know, for the purpose of villager mechanics, and that might be interesting to populate it with a load of villagers. But you're not going to want to live in any of the houses that I build here. Basically, going to be looking at, let's see, we can build something like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this here, like that. Go up 3. Like that. And then maybe we can do this and pop kind of make it come out on the second level. Yeah, it's gonna have ends, but never mind. Do that. And this. Yep, and then 1, 2. You can make it 2, I guess. Like that. Yeah, maybe. Who can say? And then kind of do this. like that, and maybe do it like that. Bung a door in there. Whoop. Hide you in there for the moment. Yep. Put that over there. Not sure about that. Maybe what we'll do is put the door come on there, that there, pop that out and put a glass pane in like that, and then on the sides something like that. Couple of glass panes. Yeah. Maybe no window on that side at all. We'll leave the back for the moment until I've got more snow. Up here we can maybe do this, and you know, actually that probably wants to be one higher than that, so we can do that and just put some little windows up there, and then yeah, and basically that's what we're going to be doing, that sort of thing. And it may look pretty basic at the moment, but what I'm thinking is, the reason I want to build them very small and very basic is I want to build a lot of them, and I want to cram them in close together. Yeah, just like a true medieval town would have been crammed in, things would have been crammed in close together. They're pretty much going to be empty shells. I'm just going to go in and there'll be, yeah, stuff. And basically, what I'm hoping is by cramming loads of these in close together, almost like probably touching in quite a lot of occasions, that it's going to look like a real kind of higgledy-piggledy, bustling, medieval Tudor hovel thingy. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Medieval Tudor hovel-y thing. Put some peak roof action going on there. In fact, to tell you what, I'm going to spend a few minutes finishing this off, and then I'll show it you. Maybe I will too, maybe I won't, but I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so let's have a look at this. And I'm really interested in your guys' opinions, because not really done a building project like this before. Let's arm up because it's a night. Pew. Pew. So it could be fun. But yeah, this is kind of like the base look for them. I've made another one. I've put them pretty close together. They're on different heights. I think I might vary the vary the roof, the kind of the wood colors between dark oak and spruce, just to give it a little less uniformity. The snow, I think, works pretty well as a kind of a I don't know what you'd call it, stucco. I don't know, like the white stuff that you get on medieval houses. I don't know. Quartz would be just too bling, and I don't really like white stained clay. And wool, yeah, wool could be an option. But yeah, having them tightly squeezed together, obviously, I mean, I want them to be pretty simple, easy to produce. Oh, is that lag? I don't think it's lag. I should stop complaining about lag. I don't like it when other people do it, so I should stop. I've got these chimneys in. I just put a furnace at the bottom just for, you know, no particular reason. The insides are empty, basically. I could probably do with putting a cobbled floor down. Ooh, carrot. And they need roads around here, and, you know, like, all the space between them needs to be filled with stuff like cobble. Oh, break that torch. And I'm thinking maybe getting some vines. Did I forget to put glass in there? I did. Maybe get some vines and kind of scatter them on the outside. Maybe dot some fence posts on them. But this is kind of like the base unadorned look to the buildings. And they're all going to be kind of reasonably similar, but with variation in kind of the... Oh, iron ingot. Lovely. Shape, the kind of the general dimensions of them, the size. So, you know, some will be thin and long, and some will be squarish, and all sorts of variation. Because you got to vary it up, otherwise it's going to look a bit funny. But I don't want to vary it. It's not going to be like a phantasmagoria of individual design pieces. The idea here is volume. Lots and lots of these little fake house things. So, yeah, tell me what you think of those. I do think they look quite nice here at night. All lit up and pearly white. But that is most definitely all I've got time for today. I do hope you enjoyed yourself. Yes, let's go forward into this new year with some good projects. And this town one, I think, is going to be pretty good. So unlike anything I've done before, really, I nearly did it with the village in my single player. I kind of started on that, but I never really completed it. So I think, and this is a completely different style, so I think it's going to be good. I think we might be working on this for the next little while. So anyway, as I say, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves.